When you insert the USB into your computer, navigate to the USB drive. Open the TETA file and the following menu will appear. Enter your unique TETA code and click on Enter. The main menu will appear. From here, you can choose what you want to do. Let's look at each of these buttons in turn. We will start with the readers. In grade 1, you will find 2 readers per term. In grade 2 and 3, there will be 1 reader per term, but each reader will have more than 1 story. Let's choose term 2. You will now have more options. You can either read the books, play interactive games, look at the teaching notes for this term, or access worksheets for the stories in this term. If you click on the read, you will see the cover of the reader with different options. Under vocabulary, you will find vocabulary words chosen for each reader. You can also choose to read any story. Let's look at the first one. The story will start with the synopsis, where the whole story is written in an English translation below it. You can also listen to the audio of the story. Click on the arrow on the right and you will move on to the next page. The audio for the text on the page will start automatically, but you can also press the speaker icon at the top of the page to listen to the text again. The vocabulary words or phrase for this page will be underlined. You can click on the word to see the meaning in the pop-up window that opens up. In the pop-up window, you will not only find the vocabulary word with its English translation, but also all the text on the page with the English translation below it. At the end of the story, you will find an interactive game that checks how well the learners understood the story. Learners can play this one on their own, in pairs or in groups, or you can have the whole class participate. Once you have finished reading the book, click on the back arrow at the top of the side to return to the Reader's menu. We have created another interactive game for each story. These you can access by pressing the Games button. Instructions for the games are in both isiXhosa and English. You can move between games by clicking on the big arrow to the left and right of the game. Each term will have the lesson plans for the term only under the Term button. Click on Teaching Notes to access these. If you want to print the teaching notes, you will find instructions on how to do this on the slide. Finally, you will find worksheets specifically developed for each story under the Worksheets button. The worksheets instructions are repeated in English on the side of the slide. As with the teacher's notes, you can print these if you prefer. The next button on the main menu that we will look at is the Teaching Notes button. If you click on it, you will find a complete Teaching Notes document here. The Teaching Notes starts off with some information about teaching second additional language and some tips on how to manage your classroom before the detailed lesson plans are given. For easy navigation, you can choose to go directly to the lesson plans for a specific term by clicking on the links given below.